This is a public service announcement. Every Clash song ranking list is wrong, except the ones named here on Rock Kaput. Yes, that is exactly what we're doing tonight. Ranking our top 15 songs by the only band that matters, the one and only The Clash. And with me tonight is our good friend Phil. Hi, Phil.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, because just like me, Phil is a huge Clash fan as well. Welcome, Phil. Thank you for being here. Yeah, and Phil also was in the Rocker Put album ranking of The Clash, if you remember, together with Oliver. If you haven't seen it by now, go check it out. Oliver, unfortunately, is not with us tonight. It is only the two of us facing this almost impossible challenge tonight. Yes, but before we get into it, if you like our videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. You will get notified when we upload new videos about punk, rock, and metal. So now let's get into it. And this was really this time it was really hard because the Clash managed to incorporate so many styles into their music, but they still always sounded like the Clash. I kind of think I can't think of any other band as diverse musically as these guys on the top of my head. You? Not really, right? Okay,
Right.
so we're doing this in blocks of three. So we start with Phil giving us his number 15, 14, and 13, and so on.
Yes, my number 15 is English Civil War from the album Give 'Em Enough Rope. Um, I like it because it is a traditional theme, and Give 'Em Enough Rope was the first Clash album I had, and I always preferred this song. I liked it the most, so it was always my favorite song of this album, so I put it on number 15.
Very
Number 14 is Bank Robber. Bank Robber, a reggae number by The Clash. And this is, I like the lyrics because the lyrics are some kind of, they refer to social injustice. And The Clash has a lot of songs about this theme. And I like this very much because I like the reggae songs of The Clash very much. And Bank Robber is a very good song. So my number 13, already my number 13 is London Calling. You can't, uh, maybe it's surprising because I think many people would list it higher in the ranking, but for me it's number 13. I like uh, so the melody is you can't it's something special. It's a catchy sound. Everyone's catched by the sound, I think, and I put it on London Calling on number 13 because I have 12 better numbers.
okay. So my number 15 is the song I'm So Bored with the USA from the debut, sung by Joe. Yeah, it critiques the American cultural influence in the UK back then. And yeah, it was actually one of the first political songs of the band. Yeah, and it's the classic early Clash sound, and yeah, I love it. I love the melody. I love yeah, everything about it. How Mick Jones and Joe Strummer sing it together, how their voices blend together. It's great, and ironically, this song later became a huge hit in the States. So yeah, that's my number 15. My number 14 is from Combat Rock, the song "Know Your Rights," again sung by Joe. It opens with a famous spoken introduction, and it's really very sharp political satire, and yeah, and great ideas about civil rights, challenges the ideas about civil rights, and yeah, it remains as relevant today as it was back then. I think Joe is such a great lyricist. I think all his lyrics can hold up to any rock songwriter. Yeah, this is certainly one of them. So my number 13 is again an early one. It's called Janie Jones. the opening track on the debut album, named after a real London celebrity. Yeah, it's they on this one they have this fast raw punk energy, and yeah, it's a classic Clash, early Clash song, and yeah, it's a song about escaping the boredom of everyday life, and yeah, I think it's great. Back to you.
Okay, so let's go to my number 12. My number 12 is Brand New Cadillac from London Calling. I like the blues rock style of this song, and I think this song you could have taken in the movie Pulp Fiction in the dancing scene with Uma Thurman as well.
Right.
Um, so it's a very, very good song, I think, and maybe it's a bit similar to the Blues Brothers songs. Even I like it very much because I like blues music and blues rock music. Um, my number 11 is Spanish Bombs from the same album. This is because mainly because of the lyrics, because it refers to the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s. And I think it's very good that they refer to this war because there was a lot of injustice too. The Germans helped the fascist regime in Spain, and I always read a lot about this Civil War, and so it's for me it's a very I like it a lot that the Clash refers to this theme. So my number 10 is Train in Vain, a title from the same album again from London Calling. And there mainly I like the intro. It's when the intro starts, you know that's a very good song already. And Train in Vain is a special song. It wasn't in the list of the album first. So already for this reason, it's a special track and for the melody as well. Back to you.
Okay. So my number 12 is White Man in Hammersmith Palais, released as a standalone single, again sung by Joe. Yeah, this song was inspired by a reggae show in London, and it criticizes. They have many songs that criticizes the music business. Yeah, and it blends punk, reggae, and yeah, even a little bit dub here. And yeah, this is again one of Joe Strummer's best lyrics. And yeah, I love the song. I love the reggae vibe, and I think it was maybe one of the earliest reggae songs that I liked. So I wasn't big on reggae, but yeah, when I discovered the Clash, I found out reggae is not that bad. So my number is 11. Okay, yeah, you can see a theme here. The early phase here is heavily represented in my choices. So it's again it's White Riot, the band's debut single, inspired by the 1976 Notting Hill riots. Um, yeah, it calls for political engagement. Yeah, and it's one of their early punk anthems. Yeah, it's really white, and it's yeah, it really catches the vibe of a riot, like the title says. So the my number 10 is from London Calling, the song Rudy Can't Fail. Again, Joe and Mick are singing together. It mixes again ska this time a little bit, also reggae and punk, and yeah, and this name Rudy, it is from the Jamaican root boy culture. Yeah, they have a lot of songs about Rudy, and yeah, this is one of the band's most really most upbeat songs. Yeah, celebrating freedom and individuality, and yeah, this is really a great song, and reminds me on Reminds me of a band like the Specials. I mean, they have similar songs in their repertoire. So back to you.
Okay, let's go to my number nine. It's Jimmy Jazz from London Calling again. I like the blues and jazz sound of this song. And when I was young, when I was a teenager, I recorded London Calling on tape. I took it from a friend, and when I recorded it, I didn't record Jimmy Jazz. I didn't like it when I was young. So when I bought the album, I discovered this song, and I really liked it. And I also like the lyrics with which refer to the Clash's police paranoia, and they have some other similar songs which I will mention later. So let's go to my number eight. I think it's a real surprise because it's Dirty Punk from Cut the Crap, 1985. I like the simplicity of this song. It's punk music. They go back to punk rock music in this song. A lot of people condemned this song as one of their worst songs, but I really like it. I like the
Mhm.
simplicity. I like to sing it when I hear it. So my number seven is a little bit like Jimmy Jazz. It's Death or Glory, also from London Calling, and it's the same story. I didn't record this on my tape when I was a teenager, and so I discovered the song Death or Glory, and I like also the story. So I think that there Joe is talking about his adolescence and his own way to music and to be adult. So that are my numbers nine to seven.
Okay, cool. So my number nine is the song "The Magnificent Seven" from Sandinista. Maybe it might be my favorite song from Sandinista. Released in 1980, and this is really one of rock's earliest kind of rap songs. So a blend of rap and rock. Yeah, it's about work, consumerism, and has a really funky, cool groove. And yeah, and it's of course named after the classic Western film. I think it's with Yul Brynner, right? Yeah, and I really, really love this groove, and yeah, I think it still sounds very modern today for some reason. I think the Clash were really very ahead of their time in 1980. I mean, so in my number eight is a song you don't like. You mentioned it in the last episode. It is Rock the Casbah from Combat Rock. It's actually their biggest US hit, and yeah, it was written by Topper Headon, the drummer, and it's a very very jazzy guitar guitar riff, and and a piano riff, of course, yeah, and it was heavily boosted by MTV back then, so it became a hit. But I think it really deserves to be a hit because it's really really good. Not the typical Clash song, but still on this one they managed to sound like the Clash, so I like it. So my number seven is Tommy Gunn from Give 'Em Enough Rope. Yeah, their first UK top 20 single. Yeah, it critiques the glamorization of violence, and yeah, and you here in the song you can hear machine gun sound effects. Yeah, and it's really a very fast and aggressive punk track, and yeah, it's really one of my favorite Clash songs. I've always loved it, and yeah, it's great. Yeah, back to you.
My number six is from Sandinista. I once owned this album, Sandinista, but I didn't really like it when I was young. So I recorded only two tracks on t a tape, and one of them was One More Time. And I took this tape when I was in holidays in Spain. I always listened to those two tracks. And one was One More Time. I like, as I mentioned, I like reggae a lot. I like the theme of social injustice in this song, One More Time in the Ghetto. Um, so I really appreciate this song, One More Time. My number five is a song you put on 11, I think. It's White Riot,
Mhm.
a real punk song, or quite hard punk song, and an angry song also. And I used to sing this song or listen to this song and when was angry when I was young. Um, uh, yes, and it's about the riots, as you mentioned, and so. I like it because it's really a punk song, and I was listening to punk music at this time, so maybe the best punk song of them, of the Clash, or the purest punk song. My number four is the second track I took from Sandinista. It's "Police on My Back," a cover song by the Equals. Um, and I like the intro. They changed the intro. They made the Nino 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 from the police sound siren, and it's also about their police paranoia. Always they made a lot of songs about that. The police is on their back and they followed them, and it's a very good song. So let's hear your number six to four.
Okay. My number six, I think I had talked about it, also talked about it in the album ranking a lot because I love this song so much, is The Guns of Brixton, sung by Paul Simonon, the bass player. I think his delivery is so cool in this song. I think he should have sung more Clash songs. I think this is, I always, when I listen to this song, I think this guy, this is so cool. Yeah, he also wrote the song, and yeah, it again has a very strong reggae influence. And yeah, and it's really one of the band's most influential songs, I think, I believe. And it kind of it was written before the Brixton riots, and it kind of it was kind of a foreshadowing of them. So, which is kind of interesting. I think they were I don't remember the year, but it was maybe 2 years before the riots. So yeah, great song by Paul. My number five is again from the debut. It's yeah, I mean I really could have picked more tracks from London Calling, but yeah, but if I'm really honest, because I owned the debut much earlier, uh, all these tracks mean more to me, even though London Calling is the objectively the better album and of course the more influential. So yes, but again, a track from their debut called Garageland. Yeah, which is very cool. It was written after a critic kind of dismissed the band as garage rockers, and which was meant as an insult. And the Clash turned the insult into a badge of honor. So yeah, and this is really an example of punks fighting back with a song. So very cool. And yeah, recorded when the band really was unknown. Nobody knew about them back then. And it's an anthem for all the garage bands out there. I love it. So, and my number four is from Give 'Em Enough Rope, the opening track, Safe European Home. I think this is one of their strongest melody and groove combinations. I mean, it's a bit faster. I mean, they have a lot of reggae songs like this. And yeah, sung by Joe and Mick. And yeah, it's actually was inspired by a trip to Jamaica by them. So, and Joe and Mix, they expected kind of a reggae paradise, but kind of had a culture shock, and then they wrote this song. And yeah, and the main riff was strangely inspired by a Sammy Hagar song. I don't really like know the song, but if you know it, please tell us in the comments. That would be really cool. Yeah, and it opens the album with very high energy. Yeah, and yeah, I think this was kind of maybe the first moment when one of the defining moments when you can say the Clash became larger than only a punk band. So and yeah, love the melody. Great song. Back to you.
Yes, my number three. You already mentioned it before. You had it was one of the first songs you had in your list. It's "I'm So Bored with the USA." That's my number three. Um, it's as you mentioned, been written by Mick Jones, and I liked the song so much in school times. So when I was very angry about the USA and their hegemony and their attacks to Libya and so on. And I always shouted or sung this song. I'm so bored. I really was bored with the USA, and I'm still today. And the intro of I'm so bored with the USA is a bit similar to Pretty Vacant of the Sex Pistols, and that's my favorite song by the Sex Pistols, and I like it. I like it very much. Pretty vacant, and so I like both of the songs.
Hmm.
So my number two, it's not a song written by The Clash, but by Sonny Curtis in 1966. It's "I Fought the Law." And the law won. But I knew this song with the Dead Kennedys before. The Dead Kennedys changed the lyrics. They didn't sing "the law won," but they won. I for the law, I won. I liked it a lot by the Dead Kennedys, but when I got to know it from the Clash, I preferred the Clash version, and I still prefer it. And it's a very great song, I think. It was also Green Day covered the song, and that shows Dead Kennedys, Clash, Green Day, and the three great punk bands who made this song. So it's really a great punk song. My number one, no surprise here because you already told a lot about this song. I already mentioned it when we did the album ranking. Is Guns of Brixton.
Oh,
But
wow.
yes, and I also like it. You said the right year exactly. It predicts the riots in Brixton in 1981, and you
Oh,
said it was 2 years before. And it's right. It's
oh,
exactly 2 years
okay.
before. Great memory. And I also like it because it refers to the movie The Harder They Come. And The Harder They Come was a movie with the reggae singer Jimmy Cliff. I once saw him on stage, Jimmy Cliff. And
Wow.
my father really liked this movie, The Harder They Come, and he made me see this film, and I liked it a lot. And then when I discovered Guns of Brixton, and they also refer to the song and they talk about it, they mention the title, The Harder They Come. So it was ingenious for me that everything is well done there, and it's also, as you said, a reggae pattern, and yeah, a really great song, The Guns of Brixton. So I
Wow.
like to
Very
know
cool.
your number 3 to 1.
Very cool number one. So, well done. So, my number three is, yeah, not really that surprising. It is, and maybe a bit boring. It's London Calling. So, everybody knows the song. I think it's great. I love it every time I hear it. I think, in my opinion, it is one of their best songs. And yeah, it had to be in my top three. Yeah, and yeah, it is about nuclear fears, the environmental crisis, and yeah, still relevant today. Yeah, I love the howl by Joe in the beginning. Woo, woo, woo! And yeah, very, very, very cool, great groove. Yeah, I mean, you know it. So, my number two is a song I did expect in your list, but it didn't show up. It is Complete Control. And I think it is really one of the Clash's greatest early songs. It was also praised by many people as kind of a testament for artistic freedom because it was written as a protest against their record label because they tried to control them and dictate how what they should write and the lyrics. So and yeah, it attacks the music industry for trying to control artists and forcing them to make commercial music. And yeah, it's a lyrical and musical masterpiece for me. It could have been my number one even. And another reason why it's so good that it is produced by the Jamaican reggae producer Lee Scratch Perry. It sounds very different. It sounds very different to the other songs on their debut, and it has a very cool driving dance sound, which brings this track elevates this track even higher than the standard punk English punk rock from 1977. And it is really one of Joe's fiercest vocal performances, in my opinion. It's really very, very cool. And yeah, and when he screams, "You're my guitar hero," that's really, really cool. Yeah, and Mick Jones really was a punk guitar hero. So yeah, and my number one is, can you guess it? You named it already. It is Spanish Bombs from London Calling. So inspired by the Spanish Civil War. You mentioned it all perfectly. Yeah, love the lyrics. Yeah, the Spanish poet Federico Garcia Lorca is mentioned in the lyrics, who was executed by Spanish nationalist forces at the beginning of the Spanish Civil War. And yeah, he kind of became a symbol for artistic freedom. Yeah, and it has a very nice melody and a very as it has a strong contrast to the very dark and serious topics they're singing about. So that also makes this song very interesting. And yeah, and it has this little Spanish phrase, "Yo te quiero infinito," which is very cool. And I read it's intentionally includes wrong grammar. I don't speak Spanish, but maybe you know about this.
Yo te quiero infinita. Well, it's not the adverb, no? It's not the adverb. It's the adjective infinito.
Yeah, and that's wrong, right?
Right? Yes, that's wrong.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like probably like a tourist would say, like
Yes.
like Joe. Yeah, and yeah, I think I've read Joe Strummer was fascinated by the Spanish culture, and yeah, that's why he included it. And yeah, I love this song. It has an irresistible melody, and yeah, it is my favorite Clash songs. I yeah, I think it's really, really great. So this were our top 15 favorite songs by The Clash. I hope, or we hope, you liked it. And yeah, give us your list in the comments there. And as you know, there are only right answers here. And yeah, of course, there are many, many, many songs that we forgot here. And yeah, and thank you, Phil, for being here. It's been really a blast talking Clash with you.
It was a big pleasure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're always welcome to the channel. Hope you'll be back very soon. So
I hope
yeah,
you too.
for sure. So So yes, take care, listen to the Clash, and see you on Rock Kaput.
Goodbye.
Bye.